Don Nelson, one of the most innovative and complex coaches in NBA history, has died at the age of 86. His celebration of life will take place in Dallas, where those who knew him best will remember a man who extracted the extraordinary from the most unlikely places. Nelson coached 31 seasons in the league. He was a five-time champion as a player with the Boston Celtics and later became the winningest coach in NBA history at the time of his retirement. Yet his true genius lay not only in the wins, but in his ability to see potential that others overlooked. He turned Paul Pressey into a pioneering point forward in Milwaukee. He built schemes around Sidney Moncrief as a two-way force long before such roles became common. In Golden State, he maximized the talents of Chris Mullin, Tim Hardaway, and Mitch Richmond when the franchise lacked a traditional center. In his second stint with the Warriors, he recognized Steph Curry's game-changing ability when many still saw only a scrawny shooter. He did the same earlier with Steve Nash. Behind the Hall of Famers stands a longer list of players who flourished because Nelson believed in them: Sarunas Marsolionis, Mario Elie, Eduardo Nahara, Marquis Daniels, Anthony Morrow, and others. He ranked quality ahead of congeniality and leaned into strengths rather than running from weaknesses. Stephen Jackson remains one of the clearest examples. Jackson arrived with a troubled reputation after off-court incidents and the infamous brawl in Detroit. Nelson traded for him anyway. Together, they engineered one of the greatest upsets in playoff history, an 8th seed defeating a 1st seed in 7 games. Nelson used Jackson as a disruptor against Dirk Nowitzki and later celebrated the achievement in characteristic fashion. Nelson was never a sanitized figure. He could inspire players beyond their perceived limits and, at times, push them to breaking point. He held deep loyalties and lasting grudges. He was a curmudgeon and a source of joy in equal measure. His complexity was inseparable from his brilliance. He understood that the same qualities that make people difficult often fuel what makes them extraordinary. He worked every angle, found every edge, and played several moves ahead. He was resourceful, stubborn, and secure enough in his own convictions to operate without fear of conventional wisdom. In an era before constant scrutiny, he remained unfiltered, willing to explain exactly what he saw and why he did what he did. As the basketball world prepares to say goodbye, many former players will speak of him as more than a coach. They will call him a surrogate father, a mentor who saw in them what they could not yet see in themselves. They will remember the belief he placed in them and the way that belief unlocked their best. Don Nelson's methods may belong to a different time, yet the results endure. He proved that greatness in coaching is often found not in perfecting the obvious, but in recognizing the overlooked and giving it room to become extraordinary.
Every day, the game unfolds.
Motorcycle racing.
A ball is struck.
And then Ronaldo! Cristiano Ronaldo!
A goal is scored. A record is shattered.
He's immortal now!
A comeback ignites. A champion rises.
He's a real big charge. Can he do it again?
The crowd erupts. The scoreboard changes.
He does. Remarkable.
But before the replays, before the breakdowns, before the hot takes, there is the moment itself. The adrenaline that fires up. The moment that freezes time. The roar that shocks the stadium. The images that freeze forever. Because the closer you are to the action, the closer you are to the fire. At APT Sports, we believe sports should begin where the game happens. That too. Accurate, powerful, timely sports coverage. Not where the commentary begins. That's why we bring you the moments that matter. Raw, intense, unfiltered, so you can feel more, experience more at APT Sports.